The Stanley Cup playoffs are finally upon us, and of course there are several questions that need to be answered. What better way to do it than with a game of Would You Rather? You just...
Yeah, I get like a double gun.
Leaf fans, I know it comes with a trigger warning now when you see the Bruins as your postseason matchup.
Dun.
No! No! The question is simple. Would you rather the Leafs have to beat the Bruins to move on, or would you rather them just play literally any other team, given how the last two series have ended?
You're right, it is very simple. So I will go first.
Oh.
Because there are a couple guarantees in life. Death, taxes, Bruins over Leafs in 7 games. Am I lying? I'm sorry.
7 games. Good point, DJ, because both those series went to 7 games. The Leafs were right there. Give me the Bruins right away. First round, because this time is going to be different. We've seen some changes amongst this Leafs team. Johnny T, a big one, 47 goals, a career high. Tavares is going to be a difference maker.
It's going to be different because they're going to lose in 4 or 5 this time and not 7. Like, why would it be any different? Their defense is worse.
Is it though?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It is.
I think that they've improved their defense. We've added Jake Muzzin to the mix. Morgan Riley's had a standout season. Norris Trophy conversation type season.
Where was that when Ottawa put 6 on their head top, or 4 on their head top, or Montreal put 5 on their head top? And those teams are not in the postseason. The Bruins are better than those teams. I'm not sure why you would think they could beat the Bruins now when they couldn't beat them in the regular season. They couldn't beat them in the postseason last year.
Give me the Bruins.
All right,
First round, get it over with, slay that dragon, move on.
You'll get death.
You'll get death.
So I don't know about you, but every NHL playoff pool I see, it's a lot of Tampa Bay. But we know the team that wins the Presidents doesn't often win the Stanley Cup. So would you rather be the Lightning or have the Field?
Gotta be the Fields. It's a long grind to win the cup, and I believe in curses. I don't mess with curses, and the President's Trophy curse is legit. Only 2 teams out of the last 13 in the salary cap era has managed to win the cup. I just don't know how Tampa's going to pull off this incredible play all the way through.
I'll tell you how they're going to pull off the incredible play. How about 340 goal scorers? How about maybe besides Mark Giordano, the best defenseman in the league, and Victor Hedman? How about Andrei Vesnilevsky? Most wins in the league, the best goaltender in the league. This is not like your average President's Trophy winning team. This is a team that has been on fire from the beginning to the end. They have nearly set all types of offensive records and points records as well. If there was a year that the President's Trophy winner was going to take it, it would be this year, and it would be the Tampa Bay Lightning.
If you were cheering for a Canadian hockey team that is not in the playoffs, would you rather see a Canadian team go on to win or see them all lose in the first round?
Can a Canadian team please win the Stanley Cup so people down south can stop saying they've taken over the game that has made this country what it is?
Is that something
Fake
they
news.
say?
Yeah, like they've won all the cups. They're like, oh, we're taking Canada's game. We're taking Canada's game.
not real.
No, your players are Canadian. But to end the argument, Winnipeg, Calgary, Toronto, just win the Stanley Cup.
If I'm a fan in Ottawa or Montreal or Vancouver, I don't care what these other markets do in Canada. Move from here. You can get all that smoke. In fact, I don't want you to win because I want my team to be the one that ends the streak. I don't care what your postal code or your area code is. Just because you happen to be in Canada doesn't mean I'm going to give up my free time to cheer for you. I'm cheering for my fantasy team if my real team is not in the playoffs.
So you'd rather cheer for hypothetical players from all makeups of team than the one from the country of which you live.
I'd rather secure the bag. I care about my fantasy
Not very
team.
patriotic, TJ.
So we've got 3 Canadian teams in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but 2 in the West. So in terms of Stanley Cup supremacy, would you rather be the Winnipeg Jets or the Calgary Flames?
Probably no surprise to anyone. Big time Western bias of being from Calgary. I would much rather be the Flames. I think that not only is that top line absolutely fuego, but it's their second line that provides that extra bolster, especially against Colorado.
I understand they're the top team in the West, and that's
yeah.
an easy decision. I would much rather be Winnipeg, a team that was there till the near end last year. You know, they should have beat the Vegas Golden Knights. They were the better team on paper. They played 2 tough series before that. I know they've been chopping at the bit to get back. They fell in the standings a little bit because their defensemen are hurt.
Yes.
If they're a healthy team, they are the best team in the Western Conference.
Healthy's important, and if Dustin Byfuglien's not completely healthy, I think that's going to be a major issue for the Jets because I feel like he's the crux of that team. And if he's not there, they're gone.
Figure out who's in there. That's all I'm saying.